I am going to talk about the drainage pattern. You can see the picture. They are dendritic, rectangular, radial, trellis. Drainage pattern is formed just the way the water is to fall from the landscape. The way the water will run off the mountains, the plateaus, plains, all will be different, and the reason for that is the drainage pattern really depend upon based on the bedrock structure or the rock type and elevation. So is the water going to run off very quickly or flow easily on a plain, and if the rock types are eroded, then is it going to flow faster or harder? That determines the drainage pattern of a river system. Just to repeat again, they are radial, dendritic, trellis, rectangular and annular too. And now I will go to each one of them separately. Now this is the radial pattern. The first one is the radial pattern. If we look into the landscape, here it is like a volcano, dome or a steep pattern, a peak from where water is going to flow off a mountain because of the downslope. It will flow in all the direction. Now this is the landscape. If we look into this area from the aerial view and look down, this is the drainage pattern, and this is the pattern where water flows from all the directions. Dendritic. The next is the dendritic pattern. Now this is typically on a plain or a flat region, and the water flows like branches. So it is also known as the branching drainage pattern, like the main river and its tributaries like its branches. Now this is the landscape, flat region where water branches out, and this is the drainage pattern where water will branch out in different directions like a tree, flow down in different directions. The next is the trellis and the rectangular pattern. Trellis or the rectangular pattern is formed where water flows off a plateau. Water seeps into the areas of faulted, that is broken rocks, or folded, which is the bended rocks. Now if we see this diagram of the landscape, there is higher elevations and in between there are lower levels. So when it rains and the rainwater is down in this pattern in low-lying areas. So this is the aerial view which will give a rectangular shape of drainage pattern. The last one about which I will talk is the annular. If you look here, it is formed where there is igneous intrusion, breaks through a sedimentary rocks, and because there is igneous intrusion, there is erosions breaking the sedimentary rocks, where finally we are left with circular shapes on tops. And this is the drainage pattern which looks like on a volcanic dome as intrusion is there. This is usually does not occur too much, but we make sure to know about this annular look too.